Hey there, Lions fans. Welcome to my channel. It's the Gridiron Blitz. I wanted to talk to you guys for just a second. I have been thinking long and hard about this for the last 2 weeks now, and I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. This is going to be an unedited video. Any mistakes I make, it's going to be just from the heart, man. Going straight from my computer to YouTube. The 2020 season is over, and again, the Lions finished fourth place in the NFC North. Again, we are the laughing stock of not only the NFC North, but the NFL. We currently hold the 7th overall pick, and what will be our third consecutive top 10 pick. For me, I'm at the point that I've had enough. A lot of people used to say, well, if you don't like the team, pick another team. It's not that simple. As a fan, you shouldn't have to pick another team. And it is their obligation to provide you with what you're looking for. Some people could say, well, the Lions fans' expectations are too high. And I would have to disagree 100%. All we wanted this year, all I wanted was a playoff. I demanded a playoff win. After years and years of regression and not being competitive, I demanded a playoff win. You could say, well, you expected too much. Maybe I did. That was the point of, that was my threshold. That was my tolerance level where I wanted this team to be. We drafted TJ Hawkinson, 8th overall in 2019. We were unable to really capitalize on his ability due to our quarterback being injured. 2020, we drafted Jeff Okudah. I didn't like the pick one bit. My guy was Chase Young. After that, after he was gone, if you were going to go defense, Jeff Okudah was not the answer. That's just my humble opinion. I'm just like you. I'm just a Lions fan. But when you cover this team, as I have been for the last 3 years, it really, really wears you out. See, I'm not an analyst. I'm a fanalist. You know, I'm a fan who covers this team, who talks about this team every chance he gets, who decides to put his opinion on YouTube. I don't get paid to do this. And it's very taxing on the mind and the body and the soul. And I've come to the conclusion that not only does the NFL not want the Lions to win, but the Lions don't want to win. Matt Patricia was retained after a 3-12-1 year with the mandate from Martha Ford at the time, and then Sheila Hamp Ford, that he must be in playoff contention. He must have meaningful games in December. How many times have we heard this? What will the Lions do this year to make you think that they're going to be any different next year? We've seen the schedule. We have, as of right now, 16 games or 17 games coming up in the 2021 season, and we have 10 playoff teams. I'm going to predict that the Lions go 4-12 or 13. Now, a lot of people might come and say, hey, Grid, you're a bandwagon fan. Not at all. Okay, you have to have a wagon to actually be a bandwagon fan. We haven't. That wagon was torched in 1991. Early 1992, there's been no bandwagon to be on. Many of us sat through the 0-16 season. Let's not forget, it is the first in NFL history to be that. Winless in a 16-game season. See, while a lot of you Lions fans were itching for a loss on Sunday, I was not. I want this team to win. Always. You seem to forget that we lost 11 in a row heading into week 3 of this season. We are currently on a 4-game losing streak, but some Lions fans believe that losing is the answer. Then this video is going to get a ton of thumbs down. I don't care. I do not care. And that's where I'm at. I don't care anymore. This team has dominated my Sundays for the last 25 years. There used to be times that I used to check on my cell phone, even if I had something else to do, to see what the score was, because I couldn't be there. The point that I'm at is refusing to continue to give this team as much as my time as I've been giving them. Okay? That's where I'm at. Still a fan, still root for him. But I think where I'm at is the realization that this team is bad. It's going to be bad for a long time. It really is. Our defense was atrocious. In my opinion, nothing's going to change. We have 16 expatriates. The defense looks like it got worse from last year, which I don't know how that's possible. But I'm to the point where I'm just fed up. I need a break. I need a break from this team. I talk about this team every day. I make videos about this team. And I'm tired. And it was therapeutic for me not to sit through the torture of the last 2 games. See, as a Lions fan, your off season actually starts in week 2. Week 2, week 3 of the NFL season. When you are 0-4, 0-6, and we're talking about the draft. We should demand more of this team. See, I don't know about you, but I value my time. I value my family. I value my life and the years that I have left. And I don't want to spend year after year after year wishing and hoping for something. See, that's the Lions fan Super Bowl, is hope. As a Lions fan, the Super Bowl for us was firing Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn this year. The Super Bowl for us is the draft. Lions fans were talking about the draft in week 4. It was a real thing in week 8. While other teams are undefeated or making a playoff run, we're talking about the draft. Year after year after year. Again, as I stated earlier, this is our 3rd consecutive top 10 pick. In the last 3 years, the Detroit Lions have won a combined 14 games. We have picked 8th, 3rd, and now 7th. We are no better than we were when we fired Jim Caldwell. The Jim Caldwell debate is something that will live on, in my opinion. No matter what you think of Coach Caldwell, we are a worse team than when he left. What some Lions fans may not realize is that the hiring of Matt Patricia set this team back years to come. We have a bottom-tier defense that needs to be completely overhauled. We have a new general manager and head coach that as of today, January 7th, 2021, we still don't have. And we have to bring this team up to respectability. Now, for my love of this city, love of this team, I'm not going to continue to give them the ability. I'm not going to continue to give them the hold over me that they have. So therefore, the content on this channel is going to change. It's going to change. I'm going to be doing something different. My avenue, I'm at the point where I'm just fed up. And this was a gradual process. This is 3 years of nothing but Lions. See, when I got into YouTube and I started talking about the Lions, my goal was to talk about my team. The passion for my team has waned because I don't see any different in the coming future. See, the thing that I'm trying to point out is the last time the Lions were relevant was before the Super Bowl era. There's a running joke about rebuilding since 1957. That's 62 years. That's not a joke. There's a reason that is a actual saying. Here it is that this year the Cleveland Browns, are in the playoffs and could possibly make some noise. I love the Cleveland Browns. They're the AFC counterpart to the Detroit Lions. But the thing about it is, they did it. Why can't we? Why haven't we been able to do this in years, decades, and half a century? This team has never amounted to anything. We chased the greatest running back I've ever seen out of the NFL. We chased the greatest wide receiver I've had the pleasure to watch out of the NFL. And soon the greatest Lions quarterback will not either A, be on this team or in the NFL, period. Rest assured, if Matthew Stafford does leave the Detroit Lions, he will win wherever he goes. Same with Cliff Averill and all the other Lions, the majority of the Lions that have left this team. This team has a lot of work to do. And I'm just not going to invest as much in this team as I've been for the past 3 years. We wait. The Lions offseason, here it is. This is the Lions season as a fan. This is the whole 12 months. Let's start with the end of the season. We are picking in the top 10. We're done with the team, right? We throw it in the trash. I can't do this anymore. Free agency rolls around, starts to spark that hope. The draft comes. That is our Super Bowl. Well, we've got this guy. He's going to be a game changer. Or we hate it, either one. We make moves or we don't. But what we start doing is we start sipping on that Kool-Aid. We start drinking real heavy. This is our year. This is the year that things are going to change. This is the year that we're going to make everybody a believer. Everyone's going to be a believer. The season kicks off. We lose, we get no respect. We win, we get no respect. We lose some more. In the case of 2019, we lose 9 in a row. And rinse, repeat. More draft picks, more free agents, more coaches being fired, more coaches being hired. And next thing you know, a decade passes. My son is 11 years old, and I have videos of us talking about the same thing. Like, I'm sitting down with him when he was 5. We're watching a Lions game. And he's asking me questions. I'm telling him. And I'm like, wow, you were doing this 5 years ago. I'm sure some of you guys out there are like, I was doing this 40 years ago. So the nature of the Gridiron Blitz will change. There's only so much I can take. Now, I made a statement last year. I said playoff win or I'm done. And what I meant by that was I'm going to take a break from all things Lions. I told my wife, please don't buy anything Lions. Not until they win. See, there's a difference about being a bandwagon fan. And, I've heard in the comments that I'm going to be mad when they turn around and win. I'm going to be the opposite of mad. I'm going to be ecstatic. I'm also going to be very happy that I didn't continue to invest in this team when they didn't win and when they don't win. You guys think we're going to turn around and win 14 games or 13 games or what's better, Lions fans? We won 5 games next year, so 6, or we won 5 this year, so do we win 6? Is that an improvement? After that, is it 7? Is that an improvement? So if we go at that pace, in 5 years, we'll be a 10-win team. Okay, fantastic. I'm 46. Now we've got to win that elusive playoff game. We've got to make it to the conference game, something we haven't done since 1991. And finally, we've got to win it. But again, I told you guys all the time, the NFL, without a dominant team, we will never win. We won't. The NFL right now has not favored the Lions in a long time. It's not going to happen. All right? So, this is my open letter to not only the Lions fans, but any Gridiron Blitz fans that I have. And I understand. You guys got to thumb it down. I get it. You guys got to unsubscribe. I get that as well. You guys don't want to be members anymore. That's totally fine. And I respect the way that you feel. The Detroit Lions community has more than enough content creators that you will get all the news that you need. You will get everything you need from them. When I started this thing in 2018, wasn't a bunch of us around. Now there's more than enough. I'm not saying I started it. I'm just saying it wasn't a ton. I need to detox. I'm 41, and it took me 3 years of gradually figuring out that it doesn't matter. See, nothing matters to me but wins. I don't care how we get there. We've seen this movie. We've watched the sequels. We've read the novels. There's nothing but wins. There's nothing for me but wins. No coach, no GM, nothing but wins. That's all. That's the point that I'm at. So I said, playoff win or I'm done. I got sucked back in because why not, right? You can't help it sometimes. You can't help but to get sucked back in. But my passion is nearly extinguished for this team. Barry Sanders is 50 years old. He retired when he was 30, and we haven't done anything since. Calvin Johnson is going to go into the Hall of Fame this year, which means he's been retired for 5 years, and we're still no better. I was 12 years old when we went to the NFC title game. I am 41. I'll be 42 this year. It's 30 years of nothing. If that continues for another 30 years, I'm now 72. And now my son is telling this story with his kids. So I am letting you guys know that the Gridiron Blitz will take a different approach. I'm thinking about maybe just streaming on this channel, maybe starting a different channel. I want to start doing a different type of video. Not sure if they're going to be about the Detroit Lions or not. My channel is predominantly known as a Lions channel. But the passion is behind it. YouTube has never been for money. It's never been for subscribers. It's never been for any of that stuff. It's been for passion. And when I started the Gridiron Blitz in late 2018, early 2019, I had passion. And I don't have that anymore. Not for this team. I love the game. I just don't have the passion anymore. They have extinguished it, man. It doesn't. The way that I look at it is, we're talking about life is just too short, man. And the season goes by so fast, but gearing up for it takes forever. We've got to wait. Today is the 7th of January. The NFL season doesn't officially end until the day after the Super Bowl. For the Lions, we have a head coach and a GM to hire. That's number one. Then we have to wait for free agency. It's number two. Then we get the draft. That's number three. So between April and preseason, it's nothing but what this team is going to be, or what we think this team is going to be. The preseason comes, we have a good idea of what this team is going to be. In 2019, our defense was horrendous, and we wind up having the 31st ranked defense in the National Football League. If we could have had a preseason this year, we would have seen something very similar. Matt Patricia, allowed by Martha and Sheila Ford, destroyed this team, and they set us back for years. We were supposed to go up from Jim Caldwell. We didn't. I think it's ironic that 9-7 wasn't good enough, which he has to live with that because I don't ever expect them to head coach or GM ever in the National Football League. And the coach he brought in couldn't even win 7 games, which was Jim Caldwell's, which was the infamous 9-7. The year he got fired, he had 7 losses, 9 wins. Matt Patricia couldn't win 7 games, period. So the time for talk is over. It's time for action. This team needs to take action. They need to win. They need to win, no matter what. I will always be a fan. I will always love this team, but I refuse to give them any more of my money and any more of my time. That's where I stand. I'm tired. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the 41 in me. I don't know. Whatever the case, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm completely done with Lions content. I do want to have a podcast show, but the frequency of Lions videos will dramatically decrease. As I said earlier, I'm in the state of what do I want to do with this channel? Do I want to just make it a streaming channel? Do I want to create? I still want to create content, but I want to be passionate about the stuff I create. And I have I feel like I've been taken out of the matrix. Whatever pill you take to come out the matrix, I feel like I'm finally out. I'm out of the matrix and I see the real world for what it is. I see this team for what it is. We will be at the bottom for a very long time. We will. That's just my opinion and my thoughts. So anyway, I had to take the opportunity to do this. Man, I haven't done a video by myself this long in a long time that it hasn't been live. So I hope you guys take the time to watch it. And I just hope that you guys respect me as I've respected you. It's no reason to be nasty and derogatory, you know. I mean, that's your opinion and what you choose to do. But I'm just saying, out of respect, because I respect you guys, so you guys should show it in return. But I don't know where the Gridiron Blitz goes from here. But I'm sure when I find that passion and when I get it, then I'm sure I'll do what I do best, which is create. So, but anyway, you guys have been awesome. Thank you for listening, and I will see you around.